Hello, hello, hello. We are live with the 8th Duel Cup from the very fantastic DNF guys. Now, I've been reliably informed that it is a year anniversary of this wonderful establishment providing these fantastic cups for lower skill but still very, adept duelers, Quake Live, and it should be a fantastic day. So I'm very excited. I'm sat here with the one, the only GMT. Say hello, GMT.
Hello.
Great, great. So we're going to be casting today, and we're just getting the players into the server for the first game. But in probably about 2 or 3 minutes, we'll be ready to get started. If you have any questions, do please direct them into the stream. We are more than welcome to help you out with anything you happen to. Well, anything Quake related, not just general philosophical questions about life. That's maybe a little bit beyond our remit, although we might try if there's any downtime. Cool. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes with the first game. Right, so it looks like the players are doing the bans and the picks. Let's just have a quick look at them. Sinister's dropped, Toxicity's dropped. What were the picks? Lost World and Battleforged. So it looks like maybe probably starting off on this map. We're in a slightly unenviable position that we don't really know the players too well, which is fairly standard for a. I'm just gonna bring the volume down a little bit. Fairly standard for a like a new player cup or a newbie cup.
Yeah, I mean, apart from their friends and people that play with them regularly, you're just not going to have too much of an idea.
Yeah.
There are a few names I can recognize purely from previous DNF cups, but that's about all. So we are going to see Battleforged fairly early on. Interesting.
Yeah, and that's a map that is less played than a lot of other ones.
Yep.
Not necessarily so well liked, but it's a fun map. I've been playing it a little bit over the past week with some of the players in the cup. Al, I think Christus as well. Played 1 or 2 games with him. He's very good on Battleforged. The players are readying up. Are you ready?
Yes.
Cool. Stream's ready. The players are ready. Let's get this started then. So the main thing about Battleforged, it's a pretty slow map. It's not exactly the fastest map. It's not a error walk. It's not a toxicity. It's a very slow and sleepable map. And here we go into the first game of Varun and Mech on Lost World. We're watching Varun start off with. He has the Mega Spawn, and let's see how he handles it. Nice pick on the red though. He's lacking in weapons, so he's only got the shotgun to work with, and I'm sure Mech may not be able to. Oh, he doesn't actually manage to punish through the teleport. That's a bit of a shame for him. And he's given Varun a decent run at some weapons as well, so not the greatest start here from Mech.
Well, even against a shotgun, when someone has both Mega and Red, you're going to have questions in your head about how you can approach that.
Yeah.
I don't blame him one bit. Now this though, completely leaving everything else up. This next rotation. Ooh,
nice couple of rockets there though. Nice couple of rockets. Made up for it a little bit. But he still is missing out on the yellow armors. Bit of a confusion with the weapons here from Varun. A little bit unsure of what was best for that situation. But
Lost World is a lot like that, I found. I'm not massively experienced on the map, but, well, or rather, because of that, I do feel like for a perhaps worse player, as everyone in this cup will be, you're going to lack a decisiveness because you're dealing with a lot of verticality, a lot of fights across certain levels, and of course, that aids almost every weapon. Everyone will take the first frag of the map.
Yep. And yeah, I think the maximum yellow for this was 1,700, which is by no means brand new players by any stretch of the imagination, but we're not talking about the regular 125 cup enterers. Oh, nice steal of the red there, but he's going to get punished on the lava. And Run's timing is pretty on point here. He's at the major items at the right times, which is a really good start to when you're trying to climb up the ranks in Duel at least. But both the yellows are being left up a little bit longer than... Oh, there we go. Both go. And I like how Run's playing this. It's pretty slow, pretty methodical. He's not taking any risks. Even though he's got the control, he's not kind of pressuring too hard. And a nice LG to pick up a second frag. Plenty of time left on the clock though. So I think if I was Mech right now, I'd be, well, doing a lot of damage with LG for a start. Nice job there. Great pickup.
That was a big mistake. I want to step onto one of the points you brought up earlier, that he is playing incredibly safe. That could have been seen earlier when down by the 50 bubble past the red armor, he had Mech on the run, could have gone for a fight, instead safely backs off to the Mega. And maybe, just maybe, that is due to some lacking combat skills. That is often how certain styles and strategies get developed.
Yep. Mech coming back a little bit, but struggling now. He took a bit of a bad engagement there. That was where basically everyone had a really nice position on the red teleport exit.
He should have had such sick map positioning though, although not actually on that Mega, goes for the yellow instead. Does leave the run with an opening, and well, with that movement especially, perhaps trying to get away, knowing the Mega's up, I don't know. I think it was overly... Well, it was almost like he was playing too smart for his own good.
Very possible. Very even game so far. Now we see Mech with this more stack advantage, but he's very early for this red. That could actually punish him if Varun can take advantage of that. Doesn't look like it's going to happen though.
Let's see when you do out with the teleporter though. Obviously a massive trap. At least it can be.
wrong weapon choice here. Nice rocket though, and it's going to knock him into the lava. That is huge for mech. Usually you're going to lose out most of the time. Well. Not using LG on that top platform, but he got away with it. Oh, every time he comes for that teleport, he's trying to rocket jump away, but he's just doing lots of damage to himself and not really getting anywhere for it.
Runs lucky to get that mega.
Yeah. Cleanly as well. Nice rocket jump up.
Instead it's a rocket jump up.
But he's missing a lot of rockets. He really needs to make better use of the LG on that platform. That is something that is certainly letting him down at the moment. Sneaking around now. Pretty even in stack. I think Mech's got a clear armor advantage though. Oh no. The run with the LG not quite reaching all the way across the lower platform there.
He'll be fairly happy with that trade though, the mega for the red when you're behind. Not too shabby. And that fight as well. Goes fairly well. No, I mean, he had the lead, assuredly, when he was 2-0 up, when he had control, threw it away in one really bad fight. Perhaps playing too conscientiously, but inch by inch, bit by bit, he's getting back into it, and I feel like this mega will be pivotal in the future of this game.
Yeah, we're getting down to about the 3-minute mark now, and with it scores even, I think one of the phases is going to have to make a bigger play. Oh, nice direct rocket there, but where's the LG? It's too late. He's going to go down. There's the third frag going to Varun and taking the lead then. That was just pure weapon choice, at least in my mind. Oh, nice direct though again. He's got these direct rockets on point here. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with Varun. He did make a big fluff in like the mid game, but he's playing this, I think, overall slightly better than Mech. The decisions seem to be slightly stronger.
I would agree. Positioning being better on the whole. Timing as well. And some of those fights where Mech was doing very well earlier, flubbing later on.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
I just noticed mostly the weapon choice. It seems to be a little bit lacking from Mech. That's certainly what lost him the engagement on that bridge. 2 minutes, 20 seconds.
I think that's debatable. If you hit the rockets, right, it's fine, but he just didn't hit the rockets.
It's much harder to hit the rockets. That's the main issue. Not impossible, but it's much easier to make LG work right there. 2 minutes on the clock, and it's still plenty of time on the Lost World to pick up one frag, but if Mech can do it, he's going to have to really step it up a gear, I think. Nice engagement, though.
Yeah, trading the big items.
Oh, no, he's left on the mega.
He has potential. Dropping down on it now, though. I mean, that looks like a real iffy approach to a fight.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine. With somewhat comparable stacks, you would give Varun the slight edge. Just eyeballing it right now. But Mech just has to make up one frag, right? Which, even on Lost World, not a massive deal, especially when Varun knocked off that red, now in a predictable position. And what can Mech make of it?
He's a little bit stuck down here.
Okay.
Oh no, misses it. Takes a rocket to the face.
And now he's in an incredibly awkward position, is Varun. Didn't hear the teleporter. At this point, kind of trapped, unable to make anything of the map. There's yellows, there's megas, they're all going to waste, and the red about to spawn now. I feel like with all that's gone on, his timing has probably been lost. Yeah,
and this is really the last opportunity he has. Only 50 seconds left on the clock, and he hasn't got the stack to really make a fight happen. I think it's going to be Mech's game. They might go for some crazy engagement. Here he goes, nice direct rocket starting off, and another big rocket. Can he finish off the job though? Very close. Oh no, the weapon switch, not good.
It's the 50 bubble that's so huge that I would have liked to have seen the MG rather than the shotgun out of mech. I think that could have made the game for him.
I think if Runner used the LG on that platform, then he would have taken it, but he just didn't manage it.
Yeah, interesting to bring out the pummel. Now, I don't know about you, but I've always thought the pummel was a wee bit weak long range.
Yeah, a little bit. And I didn't like that. Like, he was one frag up, but I don't like the assumption that you're going to win. Like, the fight could have gone either way. So swapping out to a pummel when you've got
arrogant.
when you've got 50 LG ammo, which I'm sure he could have taken the fight with, that would have definitely secured him the game. But with 3-2, even with 15 seconds left, the lucky spawn frag could have picked him up the game. But doesn't matter in the end. Burun does take game number 1 versus Mech on Lost World, and I believe it was Battleforged, the second game, the second map.
That was it.
Okay.
That was it.
Apparently it's captured the flag now.
Well, it's captured the flag now. Blame Tim.
I was talking to Nocturne about this yesterday. We need someone to tutor Tim in the ways of hosting a server.
Vote passed.
That's what we need. This will not do.
Yeah.
Vote now. Vote passed.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, Tim's the only one that can call vote maps sometimes. Doesn't always seem to be true. But this has happened when I've played with him. There you go.
Oh, okay.
We
It's
don't know why.
factory change, yeah. That new thing they added in when they went to Steam.
Yay, changes. Okay, we look like we're on the map, so that's all fun. And Dandy just taking 1 minute. So based off that previous game, what do you expect from Mech on this? Do you think he can make a comeback? Do you think Ruin can drop a game, or do you think he's got this in a bag?
I think it's very hard to tell because Battleforged is a fairly rayleigh map and Lost World is not. So that being such a huge component of being skillful on Battleforged makes predictions that bit harder.
Similar kind of pace, though.
Was
similar kind of pace.
yeah, I guess I'm not too sure if I would say that. Where they are similar is how much is dependent on your ability to predict your opponent's position, which is of course huge on any duel map, but I would say especially Lost World and Battleforged, and that intuition being so key. But Varun was, in my opinion, making a lot of use of the tight corridors plus backing and rocketing. That was his idea. If he can do the same with Rel, he can be good at Battleforged.
Right, I'm going to be watching Vrun to start off with, as he is the player with everything to lose. If he drops like this, he's down to the loser's bracket. Mega start. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Meg.
Yeah.
Names of people.
If anything, though, I'd say the straight-up engagements are going to Mech. Even when he was really flubbing in the last game, I think he's probably got the superior aim.
Nice rail, but does
Right
get
here,
caught out.
Caught out.
Yeah.
Too close for the rail, that.
Yeah.
See what Mech can do with control. He was
what
weaker
control
on the
as well?
timing last game. I would say he was weaker when in control, but maybe a bit different here.
Alright, it's left red up for quite some time. And yeah, it does go over straight to Vrun. Yeah, he looks like he doesn't have timing on it. He's still waiting at the red, and it might mean he gives up the Mega as well, unfortunately for him.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, just swapping weapons left, right, and centre. Really uncertain here with the weapon choice. Does get away with the Mega though. Surprised by that. I thought possibly Vrun would have been able to back up onto the Mega. So poor engagement, but yeah, he made it work.
Yeah, dropping down there from Run. Really don't like it at
Oh,
all. Looking
dear.
for a steal. The direct's nice, but not what was needed. Next timing though, leaving something to be desired. Hopefully he gets over to this Mega, otherwise all of his lead has just been flushed down the toilet.
Oh. Not too bad. Took a little bit of damage on that Mega pickup, but nothing disastrous. Ooh, nearly on the jump pad, took a lot of damage, but again, Mech getting away with a lot here. And a nice engagement, securing a second frag. Oh dear. Everyone asking where Rail is, and I think that's probably going to spell out the remainder of this game. If he's not too certain or comfortable with the map at all, it's going to be very difficult, especially if you don't even know where the items are.
I think it's a map that's harder to get your head around the most as well.
Yeah, everything looks quite samey. There's no distinct areas, particularly visually at least. Yeah, I think this is probably going to play out very much as Mech just picking up more and more frags and Run struggling to make much happen. Could see a crazy comeback, but I think this is looking very much like we're going to go to a third game, which is good. I like third games.
Which is on Cure. Cure being a map that I think we'll see a lot of today. Battleforge will probably see least.
Yeah, I'd say that's certainly true.
I'll be very disappointed if we don't see much Toxicity.
Yeah, Toxicity being the only really small, fast map in the map pool.
Yeah.
Very different to the rest of them.
Well, Lost World's fairly small. Not that fast, though. And then the other three, Cure, Sinister, Battleforged. All some of the largest in the game.
And do you have any particular preferences to any of these when you're playing yourself, or...?
Toxicity is by far my favourite. After that, probably Sinister. Cure, though, I've been playing a little bit more lately. I'm enjoying it.
I find a lot of players...
On it, actually. Nearly, as one frag. I was in the lead for the most of it, and if the game was 10 minutes and 2 seconds long, I would have had an overtime, but that's by the by. Apparently sound is slightly delayed on the screen.
I just read that. I don't know why that would be. Nothing you can do about that, unfortunately. It's same setup as ever. Could just be a Twitch thing.
Didn't have this with the last two DNF cups.
Oh, the last Reflex Cup we did last week.
Yeah.
It could be Twitch is having a bit of a fit.
Which is a bit funny like that.
Yeah.
Everyone making some real good moves. We kind of glossed over. He's actually going to find the rail now. Oh, he's got sight. He's got one in his hands as well. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Last engagement and the rail. Yeah, I mean, we could see a late game comeback, but it's very difficult if you start off very unsure on the map and you're starting to pick it up as you go along. It works if you're like far better than the other player, but considering how close the last game was, I think that he's going to struggle to make a 5-frag comeback in just over 3.5 minutes, but never say never.
Words to live by from J Beebs, though.
Crazy, I was saying there's no sound delay, so maybe if you refresh the stream, it will sort itself out. At least if it's working for one person, it's not my fault. And there's another frag, going only 4 frag difference now, but he is pretty low on health. He needs to get some health, otherwise this next engagement could go very south for him. Managed to dodge that 25 HP bubble on the way to the Mega there. I'm not sure I enjoy that decision. Possibly to not make sound, but you never know. It might just be a bit of a fluff.
It's a sick mind game.
No,
Right. This is the most high-level mind game there is, because what you're doing is you're saying, no, I was at 100 health. I couldn't pick that up, and now he's scared to engage you.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's definitely improved since he found the rail, which is
Guaranteed.
very strong weapon on this map.
Yeah, by the way.
Definitely.
No sarcasm.
Oh, nice rail, nice job. And Varun, well, like I said, never say never. He is only 3 frags difference now, and getting some amazing rails off. It's very possible he could come back into this right at the end of the game.
Hasn't been making many mistakes in the last minute or so.
Yeah, looking far stronger.
Completely locked down now.
However, Battleforged is a map where you can just hide and hide and hide. It's very easy to back off away from engagements.
Well, that's what we've seen Mech try to do, and you can see for almost all of these kills, he's at least getting 2 rails off.
Yeah.
Not getting away though, which is problematic. Drop down here. Mech, not greedy at all. Makes the smart play. Gives up the red, but rather the Mega for his life. Still, chase down like a squirrel.
Like a
I
squirrel.
should have taken it just to deny him, really.
Perhaps. Although, I mean, there's no guarantee, is there? If you've got rockets out as Varun there, what's the chances you actually get to it?
That's true.
As we get into the last minute of this game, there's only a 1 frag deficit here from Varun. He's done a great job of coming back into this, and I think Mech's going to have to either completely fade away and disappear from the entire map for the last minute of the game in order to win this, because I can't see him gaining any control back, and he's not taking these engagements too well at all. Does seem like the accuracy's better. Does get 1 rail in and a nice rocket, but oh no, there's so much LG, and there is the frag, evening it up with 44 seconds left on the clock. Overtime is imminent if either player cannot get another frag. Oh, nice direct rocket here. There we go, Mech. Just about managing to pull that off with 36 life. And only 27 seconds on the clock. Oh no!
Oh,
that's so unfortunate. Just through the teleporter at the wrong time.
And the Mega right behind him. That's a sad one, that is.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like Mech had it then, but a run. Evening it up, and it looks like this is going to go into overtime. Second game of the day. I'm not sure if either player is really going to want to push for the kill with 3 seconds left. There we go, 120 seconds on the clock. And fairly even stacks. It looks like Mech's winning out on the armor, and Varun has got a health advantage. Oh dear, waiting out for that red for so long and actually just missing it by a couple of seconds. It looks like Mech's going to grab it.
That is hilarious.
And that's huge for this kind of scoreline with only about a minute left on the clock. In the overtime, it's absolutely vital that he gets everything he possibly can do. Mech's got a massive stack now. Okay, there's a nice rail. And another one. Ooh, nearly got caught out on the jump pad, but didn't quite do any damage from Varun.
I really like jumping to the side there. That was good.
It's possible we could see another overtime here if neither of these players can make this
with the
engagement
red
happen.
positioning, oh no, he's not going. Okay, so that was hugely important. If red is taken by Mech there, I don't think Varun would have too much luck getting away, and he probably would have just died. That was a clutch rocket.
Yeah, I think getting dropped down to the lower area there was really unfortunate there for Mech. Oh no, getting caught on this mega area, doing a lot of damage. Varun looking quite good, but Mech's got so much life. Not much armor, but a huge amount of life, and that red is going to settle him. In a very comfortable position. Here we go.
And only 10 seconds left on the clock. This fight most assuredly does decide if we're going to
Oh, but the damage from Varun was so
award
good
the
there.
victory. It was. No, that was a mistake from Mech, really. He could have done a lot more. And now, backing up into this 50 bubble is Varun. Knowing him, his timing, probably not too shabby. Going up to the right here, right at the right time, funnily enough.
And Mech really needs to grab this Mega.
He should, but he is going to be... No, backs away.
Yeah.
Okay, so if he went for that, he would be on the low ground for any fight that followed.
Well, he had the opportunity when Varun was over at the yellow armor, but I think after that it was a little bit too late. And now with Varun with this great stack, I think he has every opportunity to take this fight. He just needs to find him though. That's the thing. Such a low scoreline. Very typical of Battleforged. And he's just on a hunt now. Varun is looking everywhere for his opponent. Here's the teleporter, but can he spot where Mech is going to be hiding? Oh, nice initial rail here. Varun does get the return. Oh, here we go, the LG engagement. So much damage. There's the LG kill, and Varun going 7-6 up. I don't fancy Mech's chances here.
He made that fight a little too easy for Varun.
Yeah.
Now, camping by this round, almost guaranteed. 30 seconds. I just don't see it. Varun hasn't been caught off and trapped since really the 6-minute mark, which I feel was when he had learnt the map to an extent. At least he knew where the weapons was, which is always a good start.
Yeah.
And since then, like on Lost World, Varun just not making sloppy positional plays.
He's just making fewer overall mistakes, which is what's winning him this game. There's a GG. Varun
That is a
7-6. Yeah, and considering how close it was, I mean, Varun really did play incredibly well, coming back very hard into that. Huge accuracy difference there, though, 31% to 20%. Rails are pretty even, actually. 12 hits out of 31 for Mech, and I think 13 out of 31 for Varun. So very close usage of the rail, which is, like you were saying, quite usual on that map. So do we have an idea of who's going to be playing next?
Well, I do believe Nocturne said something about... was it Robbo and questions that he wanted?
Possibly, yeah.
I think it might have been.
I don't know if Zilda has finished yet, though.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Zilda. Yeah, sorry, that hasn't finished, yeah.
I'll join their server, actually.
Right, cool.
I would also love to see for round 3, getting ahead of ourselves a bit, but taught someone who has consistently done very well in the DNF Cups. I believe he might have been in the finals last time, then the semis before that. And he might be facing Olir. Olir, known to be pretty good. And as much as I love Christus, I'm not too sure how much I like him in that match.
Yeah, Christus is very kind of hot and cold on certain maps. At Furious Heights, absolutely fantastic. Other maps, like Battleforge, she's also amazing. But Toxicity, I mean, not as confident, I don't think. So certainly a lot of variance there based on the map pool.
Well, and with a map pool that has so many slow maps, which I think is arguably Christus's forte. Olir also really likes them. Plays a very slow game.
Although he does struggle a little bit on
should
Cure,
benefit him.
does Christus. But again, like, this is a level where I assume the players don't know the other player's strengths and weaknesses unless you've been practicing with them a lot. So
Well, Olir and Christus will, because they have played each other a fair amount as far as I'm aware. But for the most part in this tournament, that's definitely true. They're going to be working out everything on the fly.
Yep. So the other results that have come through, Hitas went 2-0 over Aomir, Zego Han has gone 2-0 over ASIC, and Caesar has gone 2-1 to Nocturne. Also, Switch going down 14 to 1. 14 to 1?
Yeah.
Okay,
So it's
cool.
pretty good. They might
Cool.
thought it was best to 1, but honestly, I don't think it would matter.
Yeah.
If Tort's not in the semis, it will be quite the surprise.
And Rygo winning over... Oh, no, it's just 1-0 up. Apparently they've also played a best of 1. Okay, well...
I might just be putting it in wrong rather than what actually happened.
Yeah, possibly. And then also in round 1 we have Vinoptimax beating Robin Smack and Questions beating Zilda QL. Obviously we've just seen the Vrun and Mech game, so a lot of those names I don't actually recognise. Yeah. Newbie Cups. While we're having a break between games, I think we need more Newbie Cups. They're really fun to be a part of, I think, and just generally quite interesting, as in trying to engage the lower levels of players in a competitive manner is always great. Any particular thoughts on that?
No. I think the community does a pretty decent job of newbie cups compared with most games, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But it is good. Nice for people to get a feel for best threes and best fives and perhaps even longer series.
Yeah, and also just playing in a tournament for an extended period of time. You're not just coming on playing a few games and logging off. You could be playing throughout a whole day of duels. So there's a certain amount of constitution a person must have in order to get through that, both mental and physical. Because it can be tiring. Looks like we do have 2 players in the map. Are they the players that we were watching? PB and Varun. Seems to be that way.
Got a game ready for you guys if you want. Robbo versus Questions.
Yeah, can do that one. If you have a IP for that or something.
Just follow me.
Ah. Or have you? Yeah, I think so.
And I will continue the daisy chain by joining Martin.
There we go. There's a waiting connection.
All these Battleforge pickers. What is up?
Yeah,
By all of these, I mean 2.
Yeah.
Wow. 2. I was not expecting that, if I'm honest.
Just having a bit of an issue joining that. New Quick Live client can be a little bit finicky. And it could mostly be due to the fact that some of the players know it, and other players they expect the other player not to know it at all. So you've got that pure advantage. I assume that may be why Mech chose it in that previous game. And it almost paid off for him. He had a very strong start.
Apparently Robbo's from the Vatican City.
Vatican City?
Apparently so.
He's not
For
ready.
the flag. No. That's hang on. So if I have to say in a cast what is it, Vatican? The Vatican man?
What?
Oh, it's even worse. He's from Gibraltar, so I don't know how you say that. He's the Gibraltar.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. We just got to pretend he's from England. It's easier.
I'm getting timeout on this.
Are we not ready?
No, I'm getting a waiting connection.
I can send you the
Send me the
direct
IP.
if that helps.
Yeah, that might be easier. It's not a full error or something, is it? There we go, okay. That was weird. Alright, cool. Let me just set that up there. Cool. Alright. So questions and Robbo.
Do believe it's Battleforged, then Sinister. Cura's being dropped. Although I don't think... Maybe I missed something.
Prepare to fight.
But perhaps that means a toxicity decider. Which means I am rooting for a game 3 here, even more than usual.
2, 1.
Cool, let's go Robbo and questions now. I don't think I've seen questions play before. Do you have any experience from previous cups?
Off the top of my head, I don't think so.
Strong start.
I can
from
tell
Robbo
you
then.
one thing you're going to see from questions is a lot of plasma.
Oh, plasma. Interesting.
That's always fun.
You like some plasma in my life. Nice. Plasma indeed,
Yeah,
actually.
No, that's good. Not bad.
Unconventional, but it works.
What is that saying about things looking stupid but still working?
It's not stupid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
That's the gist of it.
that is the gist. Oh,
And there he goes.
Sneak out
up
of the
with his
corner,
old
man.
tricks. God damn that dude.
He's
Yeah.
seriously low. And like, even on 8 life, he decided, instead of falling back and getting that 25 HP bubble, you know, I'll just hide around this corner and rocket you. So, very ballsy play here.
Have a cheeky fraggy, Will.
Yeah, even now, he's on 8 health, but he's just not looking for it at all. Obviously not a massive priority to him. Playing very slow and sneaky here. Lots of walking rather than bunny hopping around. Seems to be very conscientious of the sound he's making, but he's definitely paying off so far. Unfortunate missing his rockets out. Maybe would have liked to seen a rail, but if he's not confident with it, rockets are a good choice down from onto that mega from that platform. Oh, and I do like that decision there. If he'd gone for that red, it would have probably been a huge amount of pain for questions. Very smart play here.
Yeah. It was a kind of mistake both of us would make going on that red.
Almost certainly, almost certainly.
Here he has good positioning. Only 2 rockets does worry me, especially when you miss the first one like that. He's got to be booking out of it. 1 direct, not too bad. 14 HP though, all you're working with. Goodbye, sir.
Yeah, I mean, it was very ballsy play to be hiding in that position when you know your opponent's just got the previous red and the mega, so question that a little bit, but well, especially with only 2 rockets.
Well, I think the idea a lot of the times in that area is you knock them off.
Yeah.
You're not so much looking for the damage with the rockets, but missing the first one. So huge. Around this corner as well. This guy's a sneaky snake.
Oh, nice
He's a
LG.
bear trap in human form.
Nice rail to finish
Dead
as
man.
well.
Always complimenting those who are about to die. Caster's Curse. I think we need to get a gypsy to deal with the Caster's Curse.
Do you think they can
Or a
cleanse it?
leprechaun or something. Yeah. I
Even
hope
more than
so,
a
right?
gypsy or leprechaun, maybe
I was
power
probably
combined.
a gypsy originally. Wow, wouldn't that just make so much sense that if it all started when Too Good, like, shagged a gypsy's daughter or something? I'd put money on that being true.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gotten up to all sorts in his career as a player in a Quake busybody. I love this sneaking around for questions. It's like stylistic. And unconventional as well. He's I don't know if any of the like play I've seen play pretty much anything like this. Nice direct rocket here with the engagement. Can he find some more damage though? Not quite able to finish Robbo off.
I'm not talking about gypsies as in traveling people. I'm talking about gypsies as those type of witches. I'm not too sure that's racist. Racism is just kind of a standard thing for your FPS stream anyway.
Yeah.
Kind of the MO, isn't it?
Well, I wouldn't say necessarily that.
Oh, plasma though.
Oh, wow. That was... I mean, it was close though. Only 35 life. That is not a great deal to be left on. Taking that fairly tightly. Not quite finding the damage on the bounce pad there. I say bounce pad, I mean jump pad, but I prefer bounce pad. If we can go with that from now on, that'd be great. Halfway through this game, and Robbo 3-2 questions 4, being pretty close. Robbo not quite managing to take the best of him in some engagements, so the plasma is very strong here from questions. Certainly getting him through some engagements which are fairly tight. Oh, baiting a 25 HP bubble. And can you tell me whose map pick this was?
No.
Because looking at this, I'd say it's questions, but... be interesting to work out afterwards, having a look at the console logs.
I'll do that now. I'm not doing anything else useful. It was questions pick. And then Rob choosing Sinister. Questions vetoing Cure. And that was all I can see of it. I don't know if they just gave up on the pick ban at that point.
Maybe.
Maybe they already knew how to go.
Cool. Nice rockets there. But again, questions like... he's getting away from these engagements with very little life left every time. Even if he has... making a lot of damage happen. He just doesn't seem to have the actual item control. He's got some good positioning on the items, but he's not necessarily actually picking them up. He's preserving... or preferring even to get the damage on the item rather than actually control on it. Oh, great timing from Robbo here. And with this monster stack now, I think he's got a good opportunity to take the next frag, which is going to be quite important with only 3 minutes left on the clock. It is a slow game, so if you can have good control and good grasp even, or grasp is, on the map at about the 2-minute mark, you're in a great position to actually take it. Here's the engagement. Nice RG to start off with.
The Grisp is, of course, a set of gloves to give you extra crisps for Walker's Crisps. That's going to be released in the upcoming year.
Alright.
Yep.
It's a good idea, actually. They get very, especially the salt and vinegar, very sticky.
Yep. That's
Not
what it's
bad.
for. Gary Lineker is apparently pretty against it, though. Apparently it takes away from the that experience of eating a crisp. So you might be signed off.
Oh, really? Oh. I mean, he's been with them for quite some time. Could be time they actually moved on and...
It's an end of an era, I tell you.
Okay, here's going to be a really important engagement for Robbo. Huge amount of damage. Questions getting stuck, but the plasma's so good, but he is so low at this point. I think Robbo is going to take it.
Easy. Red armor, plasma, get it out, son. Get it out. LG, boring.
Oh, the rail.
If he used the plasma there, guaranteed kill. You'd have women surrounding him right now, men walking up to him with briefcases full of money. That's a disappointing play from questions.
Yeah, I question that decision.
Question. All right.
Beat you to it.
You got 2 puns for the price of 1 there, folks. And now I worry for him. 3 frags down, 1 minute left on Battleforged. I do not fancy your chances.
Yeah, I think Robbo's kind of kicked it up a gear, and Question's making some great plasma play, but just the mistakes seem to be slightly more frequent than we're seeing from Robbo. Robbo's playing a more traditional style of play, a little bit more conventional, and I think that's easier to make work. But the LG, oh, so strong. So yeah, at this point I think we're going to be thinking about the next map, which I can't even remember now. Was it Sinister?
Sinister.
There we go. There we go. Oh, nice engagement here. Oh, so much damage with the LG. Robber going down, but I still think it's not enough time left. Yeah, he's slow spawning. And what do you think about Sinister?
It's big and it's black and it's really. How's that? How's that for analysis?
I mean, this is why we hire you.
Top
Those
tier.
in-depth analytical skills which you have, which you bring to the table, it's really just unparalleled within the casting world. There we go, Robbo 9 versus Questions 4, 9 being a bigger number than 4. Therefore he wins the first game. That's some maths for you.
That is
On a
how it
Sunday.
works.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we're good. We're so good.
Very good. Very, very good. Oh, blimey, alright. Before I even got a chance to hit spectate. The first game
Prepare to
starts.
fight, Martin. Prepare.
I'm prepared. Are you prepared? Robbo looks
Yes.
prepared.
Robbo, Mega, yellow, gonna go the rail to another yellow. Ooh, that feels good.
Yeah, that's a nice start. Very nice start. And a rocket as well. The only thing he's missing is the LG, and I think he's going to grab it right
Oh
now.
no, he's not.
Oh, Robbo, what a start.
Easy money.
Oh, and the positioning on the red. You genius. I would have fluffed it at least 5 times by now.
Okay, that should have been awkward, but Questions fell down. And now it's all rather by the numbers.
Yeah. Robbo doesn't seem to realise that the other yellow hasn't been taken. Yeah, completely bypassing it. It's going to be left up, I think, for Questions to grab on the rotation. Oh, the LG down the stairs, so strong, so much damage, and there's the first frag of the game going to Robbo. Looking very great. And this is something that I see quite regularly from players who are they're very strong with one weapon, but they struggle with in more of a variety of engagements. They don't seem to come out as on top as much. This is something we were seeing from Dansk the other day in the Static Discharge Cup, where he was struggling with the rail. So weapon he's very, very good with, but if you can't find those angles, then you're gonna not necessarily come out quite so advantageously as on other maps. And more so than anything, that seems to be a case on maps where you're not quite as comfortable. On maps you're really comfortable with, you know the, for example, for Questions, he knows where the plasma needs to be used, then he's going to have to make use of it very well. But on maps where maybe isn't quite so happy, he's going to struggle more with the plasma use, because it is a very positional weapon, very good for spamming. Do like him delaying that red there. It means he'll be able to get the next yellow. In fact, both yellows by the looks of things. Oh. Bit of a messy rocket jump there, but it doesn't matter hugely. Yeah, and Robbo's just got this map completely on lockdown right now. Questions is really not being given much to work with at all. A few yellows here and there, but nothing all that meaningful as it comes to the major items. And Robbo, I think he can play this fairly comfortably. He doesn't need to make any crazy plays. He's 1-0 up, and I think that if he just lets the game play out naturally, he should pick up some more frags. Unless he makes any massive mistakes at this point. He's looking very solid and very comfortable on this map. Oh dear, the steal there though from Questions was great. And Robbo is completely unaware. It's a nice sneaky play from Questions. And that could be the opportunity he needs to get back into this. Certainly, if anything, it's going to put Robbo on With the back foot and make him question what's going on. Having so much control, then dropping it through. Bit of a messy play, didn't look around the room enough before he tried to take that mega. Oh, wow, and the yellow as well.
If only Goomba stomping was in by default.
If only. Looks for the spawn, but doesn't get it. A bit of an awkward position here. I think he's going to struggle to get red and mega, so I think one of them is definitely going to get dropped. 2 questions. Might be able to get there in time, but it is going to be tight, especially if he misses a jump like that. Does manage to get it, and unfortunately questions rocketing himself instead of the mega.
Robbo is just not losing fights right now.
No,
That's the difficulty.
he's not even giving question the opportunity to win fights, if that makes any sense. He's not. If it looks like he's not going in his way, he's backing off. He's not trying. He's only 2-0 up, but he's not trying to make frags happen. That's something that. Oh wow, okay.
He just lost a fight.
Yeah, as soon as I was saying about how he's playing.
Gypsy!
And gypsies every time. But yeah, up to that point, he was playing very he should have backed out from that. It was fine to give up the mega in that position, and the fact that he tried to stick around for so long was just a big fluff. And overall, it hasn't mattered too hugely. Unfortunately, questions hasn't managed to get too many of the major items off the off that kill. Robbo is certainly back in the stack lead, and questions is still going to have to work very hard. Oh no, taking a direct rocket with 27 life left. He is in a world of hurt. Dear, it's not looking the right way. And it does strike me as a player who's far more interested in trapping the opponent than actually trying to establish control and run the map.
Yeah, it does seem that way.
Which is a very legitimate way of playing, but if your opponent's a little bit better than you, has slightly better engagements, then it can be very difficult to play that kind of style of gameplay.
Well, that makes a whole lot of sense if you look at his weapon selection, that his macro style is also very unorthodox.
Macro?
Well, the macro is the large scale of the game. The micro
Yeah, I've just
would
not
be
heard
the
it
fights and that sort of
referred
thing.
to in Quake Live before.
Really? That's weird, mate.
No,
It's
it's
used in
not.
every game.
It's used in StarCraft a lot, but I've not heard it referred to in...
Well, no, because macro in StarCraft is very different to what macro means elsewhere. It's a more generic term. You hear it in League of Legends a lot, in these sports as well.
But more you know. So with about 3 minutes on the clock, again, Robbo is not really forcing these engagements. He could have chased then.
I feel like he could, but
He
yeah, I
could
mean, there's
do.
no need, right?
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, I like that he's playing safely. On the other hand, he has got such a small lead here that if something does go towards question, if questions does get the big engagement, then there isn't much of an advantage he's got. But it is working for him right now, and it looks like he's got a fairly comfortable lead going into the last couple of minutes of the game. But at the same time,
The other thing you have to consider is that chasing on Sinister is tremendously hard, especially when your opponent has a good plasma.
yeah,
You just
that's
don't really
something.
fancy it. There's no need. There's no need.
Oh, we're taking a lot of
force
rails
him.
here. 4 in a row. And questions with 3 life left. Managing to get the frag, evening up to, well, not evening up, but closing the gap. 4-2. But with such little life, he's really going to struggle. Oh no, this mega's up. Go get the mega, please. Okay, thank you. I did not like him trying to do some damage on Robbo there. If Robbo turned around and just hit any damage, it would have been lights out. Eating a rocket. do very much like this play, backing up onto the red, and now he's got something to work with. He has enough life and armor to take a next engagement fairly comfortably, and I think he has to do that right now because there is only 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock. 4-2 on Sinister can be difficult to get a frag, even if you want a fresh spawn. Oh, nice engagement there, Robbo turning it back and getting the sneaky trappy engagement. Here we go, 13 life, and he's gone down. Robbo taking the frag, and I think that's going to be all she wrote for this game. It's going to be very, very difficult for Questions. Goes in with the grenades. Not any of them making any particular mark on the game, and another frag. Robbo looking very strong today. And it looks like Questions is on a fast road down to the losers bracket, which is only best of 1 today, so that means that he has only 1 opportunity left.
Not knowing him particularly well, I wouldn't be able to say what his chances are in the losers bracket, but there's probably something you could say about both of these players knowing each other, at least a tiny bit, given that they are both DNF boys. So maybe you meet someone that isn't aware of your plasma. Maybe someone doesn't know Battleforged quite as well. I would give him higher than 50% chance, given what we've seen elsewhere.
Yeah, yeah. He looks very solid in this play. I just think Robbo has kind of better grasp over a more standard style of gameplay, I guess, would be the best way of like explaining it.
Well, if anything, I would say is he wasn't solid at all. He was flashy, he was cool, but I wouldn't describe him as solid.
I mean solid in terms of his engagements were not necessarily good, but when he was like making the kind of plays he was comfortable with, he was doing very well with it. It was just that he didn't have the opportunity to make this kind of engagements as often as he probably would have liked. I think that kind of offbeat gameplay can work quite well, but
sure,
he was quite confident with his own remit, is what I meant by solid. And I guess you have to be. In order to play that kind of style, you have to be confident in your ability to make this plasma fights happen, if that's what you're good at. Because you can't be really second-guessing yourself if you choose such a strange style. You've got to really just go for it. And sometimes it will work and sometimes it won't. Yeah, I'd like to see maybe better focus on control. Is this the game we're going to next?
Vote now.
Got a few options.
Vote pass.
Any?
I've got a second round game ready if you want to stream that one.
Yeah, sure. Do we have an IP?
If you try join my server, otherwise I'll find the IP.
Okay, let me just get that sorted out. So we'll just get that done. Cool, in the server. Right, so the players looks like it's going to be some name I cannot. Pio? Is that the name? And Talk. Should be able to join through me. Joel.
I'm already in. I was in for you.
Oh, okay. Just don't see anything. Yeah, how do you think you pronounce APONN?
Well, I'm going by the challenge. It's NPO.
Okay.
It's NNPIO.
NNPIO.
A funny one? Perhaps, I don't know, it's like direct Cyrillic translation.
Okay.
As in, it's something written out in Cyrillic and then he's just taken how you say
Do you know if we've done the picks yet?
I do not. No. We can ask them.
Cool.
That's about as standard as we're going to get today. Sinister followed by Cure and Lost World.
Okay. So, another game on Sinister. I do like to see this map. It is quite enjoyable. Cool. Place is readying up, and we'll be starting with NPO and Talk. Two players which I know absolutely nothing about, except for... Is that Russia? Is that the Russian flag?
Mm-hmm.
And the Great British flag. Or the Union Jack. I do believe there's
the best flag.
I do believe there's an English and a Scottish flag in as well, so you can be even more
Yeah.
patriotic to your
You can do all
particular
that.
side of the country if you do wish to. Probably one of the few countries in the world that has that opportunity. Do you believe it's called the Saltaire, the Scottish flag?
The Saltaire?
Is it?
I thought it was a St. Andrew's flag or something.
St Andrew?
I don't know.
I will tell us. I will let us know. Or someone could Google it. Let us know.
Yeah, it's called the Saltaire, whatever it might be.
Saltaire, something like that. There you go, there's some Scottish trivia for you guys as we get ready and go into Npion and Talk. Two players playing on Sinister. It's about as information as you'll get until the game starts, and Talk getting the Mega Start, which is the player I'm going to be following to start off with. A bit more of an even split than the previous game we saw. Npion getting both red and a yellow, but some nice rails here from Talk.
Yep, good start. 2 rails unanswered.
And
Can't say
another.
fairer than that.
Oh, on a direct rocket. Npion is in a huge amount of trouble right now. Oh, nice cut off there. I really love that rocket jump. Talk looking very strong right now. Oh, nice. Nice. And if this is going to carry on as it started, Talk is going to be absolutely dominating through this game. Not completely out of it yet though. It's only 2 minutes, or a minute and a half. I can't do times. That's why the clock counts downwards. Some time has gone from this game.
A tiny amount, really.
Yeah, not a huge amount. Like just some time.
A minute and a half, that's it.
Yeah, but 200 here, which is something that casters say this all the time. He's 200. He's not. He's like 170, 180. But
Yeah,
apparently that's what you say.
Round up.
Round up
Well,
like
you might as well be
35.
200.
Oh, that's true. Oh no, what was going on there? What was he standing there for? Oh no. Looking completely the wrong way, and yeah, Talk he's got this on lockdown. I think this is going to be a stomp, judging by what we're seeing. He hears the jump pad, he gets the LG, he should swap to a rail, he misses. Okay, Talk is suddenly looking a little bit flustered here. I think like, missing that first rail was huge because pretty much anything could have taken that peon there. I keep saying peon. Pio.
Pio.
Pio. Oh.
That sounds like a really crap Portuguese children's mascot.
Pio.
Yeah. I can imagine that being like a gopher or something.
Gopher?
Yeah.
Maybe a beaver.
Beaver.
Yeah,
That's
beaver.
too lewd for children's TV. No.
Too lewd? You can have a beaver on children's TV.
I don't think you can.
They like to nom on wood, make some dams. Water retention.
Nomming on wood, that is one way to put it, yeah.
Yep. Nomming on wood. Oh, goes for the trap. Slightly successful, but this stack is so huge here from Torque. It's just... there's not much you can do against it, I don't think. And I'm not sure I like taking that jump pad. I mean, I'm not sure what else he could have done, but maybe just trying to stick around and get some rails in before he died, which was pretty inevitable. Would have maybe been a better decision. Taking a jump pad, he's pretty much almost certainly going to get railed in the sky. It's, almost anyone can hit those kind of rails. Even me. Even me. And 11-0. I think this is looking like a bit of a washout. Which is almost certainly going to happen. I mean, I'm quite surprised we've had so many close games already. Often in tournaments. And even at the high level, you're going to see absolutely decimated games. I believe it was the NA losers bracket last weekend on the Sunday. Not the losers bracket, the finals even. That was Rafa versus Nitsu. Absolute stomp on the first map, at least the one I saw. Missing a lot of rockets here, really easy rockets, and I'm not sure what happened there. Getting a little bit too complacent here, Torque. Very possible, but his combat skills aren't as solid as they first appear. Nice use of the LG there, though, and I think he should be able to pick up this frag peon, or N peon, or NPO, whatever you want to call him, backing out from this fight, and for the first time having a little bit of dominance on the map. Unfortunately, very short-lived, and well, Torque taking it all back.
I feel like music might be better than us for a game like this.
Yeah.
A bit of Buffalo, maybe.
Bit of Buffalo, bit of that, yeah.
Because Torque is looking like a Buffalo mid-charge, if we're honest.
He is. Was Torque what the player that you were saying was going to do quite well when we first looked
No,
at
that was
this?
Tort.
Tort.
T-O-R-T-E.
Okay, not Torque. Very similar sounding words, but mean very different kind of things.
Well, it's... But that's not how you spell tort, though, is it? As in tort, as in tight, and...
No. This isn't how you spell Torque,
like,
is it?
No, Torque has a U and an E on the end, usually.
Yeah. So, both players, not necessarily very good at spelling, but, you know, they try, though, right? They pick words, and they
How do
committed
we know
to that
you're
word.
good at spelling the Langua? How do we know?
You can Google it.
You might be well off, mate.
Well off.
I need to look up how to spell tort now. I'm pretty sure it's T-A-U-G-H-T.
It is. Fought like a tiger.
No, that's tort as in teach. What about taught as in?
I thought it was the same spelling,
responsive,
wasn't it?
though?
Oh, okay. Was that
Maybe not.
forfeit? Okay, first game being forfeited by Pio, or Pio, or Pio, however you want to pronounce it. The second one, I believe, was it Battleforged? Or was that just a automatic switch?
No, it was Cure with the Lost World Decider.
Okay, Cure, first Cure game of the day. Do like my Cure, one of my favourite maps. I don't really like it that much, it's quite good though.
Yeah, maybe he is named. I didn't think about that. He might be named off taught as in the food. Because there's taught as in responsive and tight and all that lot. There's taught as in have been taught something. There's taught the food. There's all sorts going on.
Is tight as in T-O-U-T?
I looked up T-O-U-G-H-T, but that ain't it. T-O-U-T, is that what you're going for?
I'm gonna make a guess at that.
That's tout, isn't it? That's tout.
Oh, something completely different. English.
It is something completely different.
Why is English so hard?
It's not hard.
It is. Lots of words that sound the
So
same.
the taught I'm talking about is in lack of slack is T-A-U-T. My God. What is that, a homonym or a homophone? I don't know. A lot of them, though. A lot of them.
Nims and phones all over the place, but no gameplay going on right now. The player's taking a bit of a break. Taking a little bit of
Nims
a
and
second.
foes, but no nymphos.
I know.
What a disappointment.
That would have certainly made the tournament more exciting. Maybe that's why the break is happening right now, actually. Maybe he needed a little bit of a break to relieve himself. It's very possible.
No, I think that's a really bad practice as a tournament player, because when you go to LAN, just not going to be an option.
Yeah, but
You're not going to be able to
this is
recreate
quite
the practice
live.
environment.
Lands, come on.
Wow, what, you want to
Come
be an
on.
onliner for the rest of your life?
Wow.
No. When John Carmack finishes his work at Oculus and comes back to create Quake once again as the biggest esport this world has ever seen, he's going to regret it.
That's very possible. Depends how good you are at multitasking, though, and being a little bit of a sleuth. Is it a sleuth? Quite like that word. Whether it's accurate or not,
It's not a bad word.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear what you were saying. What are you talking about?
Maybe he's being a bit sleuth-esque about his nympho activities mid. I think he's complaining about ELO at the moment. I don't speak Russian. Although I do like the assumption that everyone understands it.
Well, to be fair, you go anywhere in the world and you start talking English and you just kind of hope.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that
Thing is,
brashness
though,
about
that
a
is
language.
more often than not, no, you're right if you speak in English.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord. I would hate
Gaz
to have to learn
12
another
says,
language.
The announcer for Doom is a gay Teletubby, which is, I guess, Tinky Winky, was it? Or was it Lala? One of them was,
No, it was definitely Tinky Winky.
yeah, okay. The one with the handbag.
Yeah, and his antenna was some kind of gay pride symbol, I think, and also he was purple.
Yep. So, leaving that aside for a moment, we're seeing Torque take the red start and a very important weapon on this map, the odd rail. Lots of great rail angles that you can take advantage of. And he's got a very nice stack of weapons here. Everything you need. Pio's left a little bit wanting, unfortunately. Oh, and he's got trapped here at the red. A little bit too early to pick it up. I don't think it would have mattered anyway. I think the engagement probably would have still gone to Torque. And getting a little bit muddled again. Oh, they're getting dropped down into the water. Not the best place to be. But I don't know why he actually followed down. Oh, that was such a bad decision, jumping down. I think maybe he's going for the Mega, but made a bit of a fluff.
Well, now that he is a festering corpse riddled with maggots and worms, I think it's more accurate to call him PU than PO.
The Japes, they are fantastic here from the Arena FPS crew. We'll take this opportunity to say if you do want to catch up more stuff, we are on Twitch on Arena FPS and on YouTube, so do check us out. There's very regular content.
None of it good.
None of it good, but there's regular content, which is more than what you usually get from Quake Live and Reflex and that lot, so. Oh. Torque chasing away the Russian star. But again, getting the water, these players need to be much more careful of that. Absolute death trap. And I like that decision there by Torque actually. He knew the red was up and he went around to pressure on the other side, knowing that I don't think Pio had any opportunity to grab that red. So he could safely leave it up for a few seconds and just pressure a little bit harder through to that yellow area. There is only one yellow on this map, as you can see on the old timers on the left hand side, so very difficult if you haven't got access to armour to do much. Oh, nice rails, rockets here from Pio though, taking the first frag of the game and falling back immediately onto that red. Nice start. Let's see what he can make of it though. Does need this LG, very important weapon. Oh no, I don't like going for that teleporter. No. Really nice plus backing there from Torque, and it's going to give him, well, immediate control back onto the map. And that self-frag does bring up the score difference to 5 frags, and yeah, 83 minutes down, plenty of time left, but the way this is going, oh dear, with the gauntlet coming out. Some preemptive humiliation, no respect here from Torque.
Torque's looking real sharp. I think this is someone we need to keep our eyes on as
Yeah,
we go
certainly.
forward in this tournament. His rail especially has impressed me.
And it's just general decision making. He's definitely flustered Pio here. He's looking like a player who's a little bit frustrated with the game, judging by his movement and his general decisions. Torque though on 13 life, I don't particularly like what he's doing here. I would have preferred to back off, get some health, and he's given up the red as well. A little bit too brash here. Sometimes if you are playing very well against someone, you can end up making a few bad decisions just through just overconfidence, I think, and that's what we saw then. Not sure if it'll mean too much, but it is an opportunity that Pio has. He can certainly make use of it right now. This Batman thing is circulated very rapidly, Joel.
I'm not too sure I created it, but if I did, then thank you.
Well,
It's a good term.
I heard, I think the Spurled using it a lot in the previous 1-5 Sunday Cup. You just claim it for your own, if nothing else. Someone's got to.
Well, no, I mean, I didn't use the term as a verbal that much. I just said Dansk was the Batman because he Batmaned, as it might be said, a lot of people. But sure, I can take credit.
Yeah, you might as well.
That can be my contribution to this scene.
That's certainly not you casting. Nice shotgun.
Was it really that nice? Was that a sick shot? Was it?
It was alright, go on. He's gotten to the point where he's so far ahead he can just play around with different weapon selections.
I want to see full MG.
Full MG.
Full MG.
I want to see gauntlet kills. Sneaky, sneaky gauntlet kills. It is possible. Very possible. Both players ran out a little bit gauntlet there. You can hear it across the map. And the game's slowing down considerably now, not a lot happening. Ooh, dropping down right into the LG of Torque. Huge damage. Even that red's not going to save him. 1, 2, 3. Come on, give me the 3. There we go. Finish off with the shotgun. Yeah, and this is a foregone conclusion. Torque has definitely won this. And I think Pierre at this point is just playing out the game and maybe trying to pick up a few things. Certainly when you're playing someone better than yourself, it's often good just to play it out, see what they're doing, try and learn. Because obviously this is, there's no prize pool for this cup, it's all about experience, all about improvement and just enjoying playing some competitive duel. So, taking this opportunity, which you probably don't have very often, to play in a streamed duel tournament as a newer player. Oh, nice spawn. Plasma. And another one. Oh my life. Can we get a third? No, not quite. The old Quake spawns. Not quite Aerowalk, but still you can get some absolute stonkers on this map. As we've just seen. Oh, going for the corner kills.
I get it. Yeah.
Pierre picking it up. Not much life left, but does manage to pick one up. Humiliation. Very sweet. Possibly bittersweet actually losing the game, but getting the humiliation. I'm talking about bittersweet. Do you have a favourite type of cake?
I'm probably just going to be boring and saving a Victoria sponge.
Oh, really?
Yep. Probably the highest sugar to gram content ratio. So that'll be it.
Where do you stand on cheesecake? Is it a cake?
Can't do it. My stomach hurts after a cheesecake.
Is it a cake though? Because it doesn't really have a cake consistency.
It doesn't have a cake consistency. It's a biscuit base with just masses of slightly solidified cream and cheese. I don't know. I'm gonna call it a cake, 'cause I think everyone else does.
Is that your? Oh God, what was that? Yeah, I mean,
Well, the thing is, right? To accept a cheesecake as a cake goes against the golden rule of what separates biscuits and cake. That being that cakes go hard, biscuits go soft.
yeah, like Jaffa cakes, perfect example.
Oh, cakes, yes.
Yeah.
What does a cheesecake do? It goes off,
Yeah.
really.
I mean, it doesn't really ever.
Base is biscuits, so I don't know. That's a real conundrum.
Yeah. These are the questions which keep us casters up at night. Worrying about the state of cake in the modern 21st century life.
Well, cake's just a bit stupid, if I'm honest.
I like cake. I was.
Everyone likes cake. It's just a bit stupid, though. It's an indulgence, and it's an unabashed indulgence.
Not everyone likes cake. I have a friend who doesn't like chocolate or cake, and he's
He's
weird.
not a real person, is what I'm saying.
He's not a human being.
Well,
Okay.
there we go. Talk.
24
Taking that, I would
to
say
1.
unchallenged, really.
Yeah, that was. It stopped being a game after about the 3-minute mark. So, what do we have next, Mr. Man in our ear who talks now and again? Opposed to man in your ear that talks all the time.
Well, I think Martin is agreeing with you.
Greg.
Gregunek. Gregunek. Whatever it might be.
Gregunesh, maybe.
But here's the thing, right?
Yes.
Cake
Yes.
is whew.
Very filling.
It's like a gravestone in food form.
Oh,
So
I
you
don't
gotta
know.
be real careful.
Oh, what's that thing called that they have in Scotland? Back to the Scottish thing. It's like this It's just caramel in a
Sounds
block.
like you might be talking about caramel.
No, it isn't just caramel. It's like it's constituted of caramel
you
and
literally
other stuff.
said just caramel.
Well, that's like, you know, cake is just sugar. Essentially, it's just sugar, but there was other bits, you know, added in there for fun, like egg.
No.
Well, yeah. Right, let's try and get a
this one.
game, shall we? Because this conversation is
disgusted.
going nowhere quick. Yeah.
I don't think he's talking about shortbread.
Shortbread.
Although shortbread is fantastic. I tell you what else I love, Welsh cakes. Big fan of those. I like a raisin. I like all dried fruit, really. A bit big on my Welsh cakes. In fact, I might go get a couple of Welsh cakes if you'll allow me.
Yeah.
You can entertain the people.
Oh, can I? You're very kind. You're very kind. I am on... Actually, are you listening to me? Mr. Al? You even here? Yeah, you are here. I don't know what server I'm on, actually. I'm on one of the DNF ones. I just got sent an IP. We just saw... Well, you were just connecting, so... Obviously, that one. We have 2 players coming on, so we guess we could just cast that. In regards to... We have no other information right now. Tablet, thank you. Thanks, Wolf. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Oh my god, it's so good. I love me some tablet. Cool, we've got PB and Gohan. Fuck it, let's just do this one, because in regards to getting anything else, it could be a bit of an upward challenge. Cool, Lost World. Yeah, PB is very, very good at this game. Don't know who Gohan is though. Someone said his ELO is over 9,000. Right, this player's just warming up a little bit. Watching Gohan at the moment, and he's looking pretty solid. I don't think this will be an absolute stomp in the park, but
We have no Welsh cakes.
you have no Welsh cakes.
No.
Oh dear. I had a very nice Greek kind of feta and
Are you just going to throw it in my
spinach
face
salad.
right now when I'm grieving right now? I'm grieving.
for lunch. It was delicious.
That's insensitive, that is.
Look, many people say about me, the great Glanguar, or Martin if that's what you call me, he is inconsistent and inconsequential, but also inconsiderate. All the eyes, that's what they say about me. All the eyes. So, I don't know what you expected, to be honest.
I expected to be treated like I was a real human being.
Yeah, but are you?
Some respect,
That's the question.
decency, common courtesy. Instead I've had feta salad thrown in my face.
Oh, that sounds delicious. It was in a pie as well. It was in like a fido pastry pie, which was absolutely
That's not
delicious.
a salad then, that's a pie.
I never said a salad. Did I say a
Oh,
salad?
you did.
No, I don't think so.
Pretty sure you did. Okay, so PB vs Gohan. I've heard some murmurings about Gohan. Not exactly sure why. I have even had some accusations leveled his way. Maybe it's a joke. If so, I'm not in on it. PB, on the other hand, consistent performer in these cups.
Yes.
I've seen a fair few of his games, so it should be relatively high level, all things told. Gohan with the MG
Wow.
coming up big.
That was crazy. I mean, I wouldn't expect Rockets to lose to MG off spawn. He did have the Mega though, but even so, absolutely. Oh my god, the Plasma though from PB, looking very solid. Very back and forth at the very beginning of this game. This is looking like it's going to be a very exciting series, judging so far. PB picking up the red, not taking too much life, but this damage through the teleporter could be huge. Doesn't get any though. Interesting. I heard ELO over 9,000 from Gohan, which could be a Dragon Ball Z reference, or it could just be the truth. We should be in first. This could be the AlphaGo of Quake Live playing right now.
AlphaGo lost today.
Yeah, he did. First time. He's won the series though, hasn't he?
Why are you setting a he? What? AlphaGo's a robot, Martin.
Yeah, well, same difference.
I think you should respect it.
Right. I need to use the proper pronouns for robots.
We need to see.
Ooh, walking
what
to the
AlphaGo-
rockets though. Oh wow, the directing return. Very nice job here. Gohan looking strong. I'm sorry, this.
Far more important, we need, for when AlphaGo becomes sentient and tries to take over the world, we need to see what he/she/it decides to go by, okay?
That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Oh damn Siscum.
Oh, nice engagement here from Gohan, and picking up the Mega straight away. He should get this, no trouble. Oh, nice steal though from PB. Was not expecting that. Just saw it, saw red, and went for it. Much like a bull in a Spanish. I was going to say Inquisition, but that is not correct at all. A bullfighting ring. That's probably where you most see bulls.
Yeah. Yep.
All the streets apparently. They like to do that as well. The running.
Well, that's just the Pamplona run. They're on purpose. That's staged.
Yeah.
So you can see a fair few bulls.
Yes. With bulls and bulls. Probably both.
Would you
kinds.
fancy the Pamplona run, Martin?
Nah.
Me neither.
No. Don't mind running. Running for my life. Not something I want to get into it. Like, if I ever have to run for my life, I hope I haven't put myself in that position. I hope that's a position which has been forced upon me by undue stress that is outside of my own remit. And much like this engagement here, it could be undue stress outside of PB's remit. Gohan going quite hard, but I didn't get actually much damage here. Too many remits, I'm sorry.
5.
I shall relinquish the remit. So what do you think of this so far? Let's get all analytical.
Gohan's aim has made its presence known, especially with that initial MG win.
Yes. Yes, certainly.
Besides that,
Ooh.
so PB is maybe giving up an opportunity here or there in this as well. It starts off so well, but the
That's
rockets will deter him.
Yeah, that's such a fantastic engagement there from PB. Like, absolutely perfect. But then somehow Gohan managed to get... Oh my god. So unfortunate, just not quite getting to the Mega in time. But yeah, Gohan just somehow managed to get himself out of that yellow room and do 100 damage with a direct rocket. And that's pretty much what secured him that next fight as well. He would have been in a proper sticky situation if he hadn't been able to get that huge amount of damage on PB. Only 3-0 up though, and even on Lost World that is very obtainable in a 5.5 minute time span. Game very slow right now. Red armor completely available here for PB to take if he wishes to do it, and he does. Gohan might get a little bit of damage on this, but to be honest, I would have preferred to see him to go grab the 2 yellows actually, rather than just waste all of his rockets up here. Here's a rocket spawn, but yeah, he's missed all the damage, and he could have easily got control over both yellows.
Well, he might get both anyway.
Yeah, he
The
might
thing is,
actually-
though, if you're not spamming the rockets, then they just come up and they might contest you. So it's not as black and white as that choice you're presenting.
That is true. That's true.
And here we go. Fantastic fight, high ground, favoring Gohan in a big way. PB with both major items here, as you can see, but not the stack lead that so often goes along with it.
Yeah, it does seem like Gohan's actually preferring just to grab the yellows over major items at the moment and try and get the advantage on the high ground on that red when it comes up.
Yep.
Let's see if it happens again. Looks like that's, yeah, exactly the same thing's going to play out.
And this time he will get the red.
Yeah.
And even here, wants to fight for the yellow, and if not fight for the yellow, fight full stop. Gohan should be feeling his aim advantage. And I like the way he's pushing it.
Yeah, and this is really getting down to crunch time now for PV. 3 minutes 20 seconds on the clock, and really, if you can't make an opportunity happen very soon, he's going to struggle. It is a slow map, and I feel like the way this is playing out, Gohan could quite easily plus back and maybe just push the clock. No need for him to take any risky engagements right now. Just poke out though. Looks for some damage. Nice rocket. But once again, we're seeing this red being picked up, but really it's not that much of an advantage here for PV. There's almost certainly going to be another frag. There we go. And I think that's secured the game, I think, for Gohan. Very strong showing here from, where's he from? His flag is, it looks like Russian to me. So, let's assume he's Russian, if he isn't.
What Gohan? That
Yeah.
is Netherlands.
Is that? Oh, it's the other way around.
The Netherlands. And then it's Denmark for PB.
Is Russian the red, white, and no, it's white, red, and blue. Bad with flags,
No.
isn't it? What are the colours?
Yeah. Well, those are the colours.
Just the wrong order.
Yeah, it's white, blue, red.
Okay. First frag
Could
of
be
the
on the board.
game. Yeah. I'm afraid though it might be a little too late. Does have a huge amount of stack available to him. Instead of going for the red though, he goes for the engagement and walks into so much LG. Having to rocket jump out of the lava onto 40 life. And okay. Oh wow, that direct. So good there from Gohan. So can you remember the next map that we're going to be seeing on this crazy railroad of
Well, no, I missed all of it because I was getting non-existent Welsh cakes.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, we like a surprise.
You got any idea?
Nah, mate.
No
Could have a look.
recollection?
Have a
Alright.
look at the console, but then that will make the stream look all console-y. So I'll forfeit that decision.
GG's called.
Yep.
Gohan looking fresh. It's the way I would put it. That's some of the best aim we're going to see all day for sure.
Yeah. Only 15% accuracy from PB and blimey. That's really not very good.
Oh please, please.
Toxicity.
Oh, that'd
Oh,
be so
Sinister.
good. Oh, Sinister, come on. I'm being messed about at every corner here. They even teased me.
No Welsh
They
take.
showed me the beautiful green world and
No
ripped it away
toxicity.
from me.
That's right. It's one of those things, right?
It's not
Wait,
alright.
you get no. Listen, hear me out. It gets kind of teased, and then when it does come, it's all the sweeter.
No.
Or
Well,
you
it
just
might
want
be
it straight
sweeter,
away.
but it won't make up for the disappointment.
Yeah. Okay, apparently Gohan's never played this map, which, do you know what? That surprises me. Considering he was that good at Lost
Probably should.
World. Like, oh well. Well, here we go. Game number 2, PB versus Gohan. PB is 1 map down. But if Gohan is not lying about the fact he's never played this map, this could be an easy pickup for PB. Watching Gohan start off with, and looks not too confident on his movement around the map. Taking this engagement. Nice rail though. And a second one, but the rocket Batmaning down onto Gohan. PB gets the first frag, and
that's not Batmaning.
is that not Batmaning? Was that not a
That's
swoop?
No, that's definitely not Batmaning. With Batmaning, I think you have to take them off guard.
Okay. Wait, I don't know.
Be a surprise.
I thought that was fairly off guard. I wouldn't expect for someone to
Well,
come
no,
me like
because
that.
it's mid-fight. No, that's not Batmaning.
Alright. So it has to be before the fight happens.
Has to be the initiation of the fight.
Okay.
Has to be a surprise, as I've said.
Alright.
And that's what Batman does.
So
Apparently,
the
rails are being hit now. That's what's going on.
yeah, and directs apparently. Rails and directs. I'm being fed some information from my very trusty informant that Gohan is a more of a team mode player. He's very good at the CTF, the TDM, and is a little bit more fresh on the dual side, which he doesn't seem to be that fresh completely. He's a very competent player. LG, rockets, more LG, more rockets, and the red comes up. PB quite handily grabs it. Low on life though, but both players are in the danger zone. And it seems like Gohan can deal with the danger zone far better than PB can. Finishing off with a bit of shotgun. A little bit of a sprinkling with shotgun. And PB's playing fairly aggressively for Sinister actually. I think he's hungry for some of these frags. Especially looking at the board state, we have a massive stack advantage here from Gohan, and I think PB was a little bit reckless to go into the red room like that. But oh, and again going for the Mega Steal, not quite managing to get it. And Gohan is extending his lead once again. This is pretty dominating play from a player who's never played this map before. Just saying.
Yeah, his aim is really something. Not that his play in terms of map control has been bad or anything, but I would say that is the real difference maker.
Yeah. And if we have a quick look at the aim, 24% to 25%, but it's fairly even, apart from the rails.
Well, stats don't tell you everything, but that's the thing. Stats really don't tell you everything.
It's an indication, if nothing else.
Well, it's an indication of accuracy, but accuracy doesn't necessarily mean fighting capability.
Okay, and Gohan deciding halfway through the game to just ask
asking
the
about
other
seeds.
player. Okay. Perfect opportunity, just to take a break from the game. What?
And GG. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Oh, what do you think you are? You're better than me? Yes, he
Jeez.
does.
Okay.
He does think he's better than you. How has Moobot said my name? Oh. Alright. Apparently you're not casting this, Martin.
Oh,
At least Moob doesn't think so.
I'm not here. That's a shame, isn't it? I thought I was doing quite a good job, and apparently I don't even exist. Oh well. Right, so... Yeah, Gohan is dropping from the tournament. Ollie... Sorry, not Ollie. PB going through. Seems like there's a little bit of a mix-up with the definition of a Noob Cup. But Gohan quite graciously dropping.
Oh, so Tor actually taken out by, what's that, Waiter? That's a
Okay.
huge result. But yeah, I wanted to catch that game as well, the Waiter Tor one, but
Yeah.
2-0, and now he has to face Ollie. If we can jump into that, I would love to.
I think Al's actually directing those two players here. We've got Ollie in the game, and I think we'll be having the other player brought in any moment now. If we just have a look at the old brackets, let's see how we're doing through the games. Any notables that we want to have a look at? Crazy Al getting dropped to the losers bracket, and then winning versus Varun actually, which was a game that we saw to begin with. Varun versus Mech. Varun got dropped out by PB. Yeah, Waiter dropping out Tort down to the loser bracket. So we're going to have Waiter and Ollie in this server.
Yep.
Excellent, excellent.
Probably the highest level game we'll have seen today so far, at least one that's not horribly one-sided.
Yeah. Yeah, there is the issue at the moment with the ELO system being so lackluster. Yeah, I think Glico is being used now, but it's not available on all the servers, so it's very difficult to kind of tell how good people are, which is a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a kind of one of the biggest lacking features of this entire genre at the moment. Reflex has the same problem where it's just impossible to tell how good someone is unless they're playing regularly in tournaments. So you kind of have an idea who's like the best at the very, very top, but much beyond that, it's almost impossible to tell without a proper matchmaking ladder system. Which is hopefully something we should see from future Arena FPS games as they get further down the line. It's something that certainly helps out in the MOBAs and StarCraft and CSGO and that lot. If not only just for practice, but for kind of helping to seed tournaments and work out where you sit within the pool of players.
Yeah, it would make sense for this tournament to have that 1700 rating as the limit. But at the moment,
It's
too
just,
up in the air for that to be enforced. Or rather, too many people are going to be getting around it by just not having played enough games. But
Yep.
that is how the cookie crumbles. Not a big deal.
Good number of viewers here today, by the way. 56. That's pretty fantastic for a newbie cup. Really appreciate all you guys coming and checking this out. Hopefully the quality is up to par, and if it isn't, well, tough. This is what you got.
What he meant to say is, if it's not, say why exactly that is.
Yeah. Feedback on various forums would actually be appreciated. Discord or something like that. Some way to tell us what you'd like to see in the future from the streams, both in terms of casting, the gameplay, stream quality, all that
I don't
kind of
think.
stuff.
No, the gameplay we can't change. No. Gameplay is out of control.
Well, maybe
Don't
they'll
tell us to
may-
change the gameplay.
What if they really want to see a Crouch Slide Cup, which we might be doing at some point? What if they really want to see more of a certain... Maybe they want to see a mid-tier tournament, maybe they want to see a high-tier tournament, maybe... You know, just all that kind of stuff is useful information.
No, but we're just talking about DNF right now, because that's what we're casting. And it's... that's what we need feedback on, really, like, right now.
We can't have feedback right now.
No, as in... The only feedback that would be particularly pertinent at this moment is stuff within a tournament such as this. More general stuff is sure, but it's argue not overly relevant. So Ole going to the map. Apparently he's a tip man.
Vote now.
Huh.
He was asked if it was heads or tails. That's not on a. It's not on a coin. I think you should just default lose the coin toss if you mess about. That'd be my
Apparently
tournament.
more Buffalo. We're being a
More Buffalo? Yeah, I
more
think
Buffalo.
more Buffalo would be good.
Okay. Toying costs goes Toxicity, DM13, and we're losing Battleforged. And Cure.
Yes.
So Toxicity, Cure, and Sinister.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
You're excited. You're going to get hyped about this. We're going to see the true GMT coming, showing his colours.
That is nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
It is good. That is the one thing I would say about this map. Is of course this is the one fast map we have in the pool today.
Yes.
Makes my little heart weep. Don't ask
Weep?
how, it just does. We haven't seen it yet. This is going to be the debut of the Toxicity in DNF Cup. What is it, 8 or 9? One of the two. Just look at it, lads. Just look at it. Beautiful. It's small. Nobody has to think about anything. They're just going to shoot some guns.
Yep. Whiter and Ole. So here we go. Ole looking for the shot onto the red armor. Not quite getting there in time, getting a little bit damage, but nothing too meaningful. Nice movement here from Ole. Oh, missing the rockets. Oh, I really like that plasma from Whiter. Really like it. Completely kept him safe while I was grabbing that red. And it's kind of just giving him complete control over this map right now.
I wouldn't go that far.
He had that mega pickup, red pickup.
Yeah, but he's taking damage. Like they're not mattering like they should. They're not that uneven in the stack. And also, you have to remember, especially with a direct like that, control on Toxicity is a fickle mistress at best. So far, Ole from a disadvantageous position is making things happen.
Nice rails there.
Now,
Nice
this
rockets.
is a
So much
mistake.
OG.
Okay. No, it's
Oh,
too many.
dear.
It's too many. It's too many rockets. Not good. And that will give away the mega, or so it should. Red is now up. Is he going to play for this? I don't think he can. Neither does he. And even going to this yellow. Pretty big risk, depending on his opponent's pathing there.
I think he got too overconfident with that first rail. I think he saw that and felt like he could take the fight, and he just didn't make the directs happen. He needed more directs or switch weapons.
And here, the rocket's weapon of choice, but they're not serving him all too well. White takes his second. Could be feeling good about that mega up as well. Ole cannot possibly contest it. 200, 200 on Toxicity. That's scary.
Yeah, very dominant right now, Whiter, looking very strong. And he should be able to take this fight very confidently, and he does. And great positioning.
Well, it's
for
not a
the
question
red.
about that. Ole fighting there, it kind of looks okay, because I guess you're upstairs with the LG, but There's no way you can overcome that stack.
Yeah.
Not a chance. Nothing on the map for him either. I mean, even yellows.
Oh dear, it's missing that
The
jump.
next thing that's up. Oh, that is some bad plasma. That was horrific.
Yeah, but Ollie really couldn't do anything about it. He was just panicking, trying to get away. There's no place he could really get away from. White extending his lead 4-0. And it's looking like he is the dominant force on this map of
There can be a
toxicity.
brief opening here, though. It could be a brief opening. Yeah, so that's it. If he can now knock him down, and he might be able to make it so he can drop on red or go mega. So, White, I guess, is right. He has a feeling where Ollie is going. Pounces. That was kind of a 50-50, though.
Yeah.
Because you can't scout out all of that. Ollie could have been up by the 50, or he could have been where he was. White got rather lucky there, but now pushback LG coming out. Ollie needed 3 more cells to
Eight
clinch
life.
it. He fails, and even with this MG, unable to.
White here, just
If
about
only
getting
he
away.
knew.
Well, he must know it's fairly low. He's screaming for so long there. And White looks confused. He doesn't know where he wants to be. Gets the health. He's just searching out for any major item. Whatever he's looking for isn't up. Goes for the red, but he's in the bad.
This is okay. He might be able to get he might be able to get to Mega now, though. Yeah, he does. Doesn't take any damage either. Okay, so at this point, they're fairly even. They can take a fight. Unfortunately, that LG is monstrous. Knowledge is not connecting with the rockets at all. He did so much work to get back into it. He forced a trade on the back foot in the blink of an eye, though.
7-0 with 5 minutes on the clock. It's getting more and more desperate.
But that's the thing. He's playing it patiently. He's playing it smart to get his opportunities, to get a chance at control at his opponent, but then overzealous. History has repeated itself. Maybe it'll do it once again. Minimal damage to that. But he's found himself away on the map. 1 yellow to his name. Red now coming up.
Oh, nice grenades here. Strong start, but White is just chasing down so hard. Ollie, with little life left, goes down once again. It seems to me whatever Ollie's doing with his engagements, even if he's getting a great start, he just can't keep it up. And that's really just due to the stack. He's got so much more damage he has to do in an engagement to actually win it. He doesn't seem to be able to get a lot of damage whilst White is picking up these major items, either the red or the mega. He's not really getting much splash damage with the rockets, which could be something he looks to need to do.
But with that yellow, he is in fighting fit shape. The LG was now the decider. He blinks earlier.
Both players are
And
low.
he needed to.
Oh, just missing that teleport rocket. That would have been absolutely huge for Whiter. Not that he particularly needs it, but Olo is looking a little bit more dangerous right now.
Is that a movement mistake? Oh, if that was a movement mistake. That's just depressing. It's
Oh,
super
nice.
depressing, but he makes it work.
He's on the board. 10 life though. He needs to get health desperately. Oh yeah, and Whiter knew it. Took advantage of it and picked up the frag. I really do like how Olive's playing out. White is playing out this map. Oh, nice rail, nice rail. 43 life. Very much on the back foot. I don't think he's going to want to contest for the red, and it goes to Ole. So, Stack's evening up a little bit more. Ole is starting to make some gains back, but with only 2 minutes 35 seconds, it's possible on a map this quick, but I think he is really running out of time. there's a frag, there's the engagement. Oh, they're picking up the second frag. But now the clock is ticking. He needs to really pick up the pace.
As far as Quake Live maps go, Toxicity isn't one you'd resent being stuck on for a comeback like this, but
it's getting to the point where I'm not sure it's possible though. Catches him out again.
If anything, and I gave him an opportunity there. That was too ballsy. I guess denying the red, I mean, that's worth something, but I'm not too sure it's worth your life.
Well, White is
going to be playing as he has been, and that should work on paper, but
he's playing more recklessly. Now he's out of control than he was when he was in control. He could probably just disappear for the last minute and a half, but that red engagement was very, very iffy. I don't know if I agreed with it at all.
If this is all they're trying to bait, I like the looks. Obviously, he only got 20 armor out of that. He's not so fussed about the item itself. This Mega, though, is big. And we will see the aggression. However, he will be so predictable, and Whiter getting the better end of that fight for a wee bit there.
Yeah, not quite getting it, though. Whiter getting down once again, catching up rapidly, 1 minute, 1 second, and finds him again. Can he get the rockets in? Swatch to the... Oh, very nice rail here, and this is picking up pace immediately. Ole very much on the aggression right now. Can he find him once again? Can he even this up? 49 seconds. Here we go. Nice LG. Can he finish it off though? I'll swap to rail. Oh, misses it. Can he find another? Oh, misses a second. Does get the third though, but it's that time. Time is his biggest enemy right now.
This is real smart though. Not going for the Mega there. So of course, he's not a juggernaut. He doesn't have the stacks that you can bully that hard, but that's your only avenue to victory. Yeah. His win condition doesn't rely on item control at all at this point still though.
Oh, he's just missing.
Push
oh
back.
No. Push back so hard. Does get the frag eventually.
Nah, it's impossible. Impossible. GG.
That is so unfortunate. He came so close. And his tempo was perfect towards the end of that map, but just not quite enough. And a few flubbed rails. I think there was a few rails that if you picked up on the first, like the one about 30 seconds left, if you got the first rail kill, that would have probably given him enough time, but having to wait for the third one, that's really unfortunate. Close game though, White winning on Toxicity 11-8.
From what I've heard and seen of Alir, I can't imagine that's a particularly strong map for him. Battleforged, on the other hand, certainly should be. Unless I have somehow been exposed to an Alir. It is actually the opposite of the real Alir. Oh, we're not going to Battleforged. We're going to Lost World. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's just auto rotate. I think it was Lost World and then... Oh, was it Cure or Sinister? I can't remember. I should really write these things down.
No, I remember it was Cure. It was definitely Cure.
Cool. I'm going to be watching Alir to start off with, as he is the player with the... Well, the earnest to win this match. Very opposite kind of... Well, the map's quite small, but very opposite kind of gameplay that you'll see on this. No rail available. Much slower. Let's see what you can do. Word on the street is you got this. Okay. Obviously, as we're taking a quick break, a shout out to Neeple here, the player who nearly entered the cup but just backed out at the last minute. A bit scared, I think. We feel you.
That's not a shout out, that's a call out.
Yeah.
They're different things. Come on, Martin.
Same principle, different execution.
No, it's opposite. It's absolute opposite. It's not the same principle.
I'm not going to argue with you.
You shouldn't. You're
Done.
wrong. Done being right.
I'm done with you. I'm done with this game. Come on, let's go.
Fine.
Let's do this. I want to see... Ollie, ready's up.
Apparently VCal. No, VCal though.
What?
VCal.
V-Cal.
Well, you can't play V-Cal, can you?
Alright.
Now Ollie's not ready, alright.
Okay, well. both players
It's a
taking
bit
on with it.
contrary that, Ollie. You readying up? You're not readying up. Make up your mind, son.
A bit of confusion, possibly. Maybe he doesn't want to prematurely. There we
A
go.
little bit of piss taking is what's going on. Maybe some piss boiling as well.
Well, that's certainly going to be helped by the lava. Let's go into game number 2. Ollie being watched, picking up the Mega. And, looking for the red. Obviously didn't hear it being taken.
Going for that MG was so cool. He didn't care.
Ollie left with no armor at all. Just a few shards to his name. White there, picking up pretty much everything on the map. What was this jumping from Ollie there? Did you see that? Like crouch jumping or something. Maybe think he was playing a Source game for a moment. Oh, looks for the jump pad hit. Does get the rocket. And White is pretty pinned here, but doing so much damage with this LG. Ollie going down. First frag of the game.
And that was almost directly in proportion to their stack difference. Ollie made a good crack at things, but...
He had a good start. I think maybe overestimated or underestimated, sorry, the stack. Oh dear, that's not good. Knocked back by the LG, straight into the lava. White here. 2 frag advantage. And I always think going -1 is way worse than your opponent going 2-0 up. It just feels worse.
Alright! Okay! Good fight, guys. Good fight.
Some MG. Lots of LG. That should be another frag. And White are just coming out a little bit better in each of these engagements. Ooh. Oh, they're walking straight into the shaft.
Oh, he's come down here, and honestly, I don't like that. 'Cause you're
I mean, you
pinned
can
in.
cut him off at either.
I don't. Yeah, you shouldn't have escaped there, if we're honest.
Yeah. White should at least got a rocket in there. Must be a little bit surprised by bumping almost directly into him. Looking
That
solid
being
though.
said, given space, but what's he getting done with that space? Too scared to go for that yellow. Gonna move over to the other. Not a lot at all. Whereas, of course, Whiter at this point. 175, 200.
Yeah, he's got completely
Comfortable.
free reign over the centre of the map. Nice rocket. It's a bit of damage.
And playing a lower risk style in Lost World, I commend, because it is one of the more unpredictable maps in terms of engagements. When you're in corridors, anything can happen.
Yeah. Rocket bounces.
Funnily enough,
are
even though
huge.
it's easier to aim, it almost feels like everybody's way less consistent.
But no engagement happening for the last minute or so, and Ole with a huge armor stack. Only thing he's really missing out on his life right now. Did a good job of not making any risky engagements. Although, he's a little bit stuck in this room here. I'm not sure he can win this fight. He's going down very fast. Moita missing the damage on the red. Oh my god. That was one hell of a rocket.
For blood.
Now at this point, you do have to notice that White has no rockets available, so... oh no, LG
No
either.
LG.
Really? Oh, he swapped to the rocket. He probably thinks he has them. Oh, wow, the plasma through the teleport. So huge. Another frag, and... Yeah,
returned. If anything, I think he switched to rocket there as muscle memory to get rid of noise, because of course you would say, well, you should pick MG because you can actually hit people with that. But
yeah. All
I'm
plasma.
not thinking that through in the moment.
Which he
I
eventually
guess
went
plasma
for.
would have worked, yeah.
Yeah. But Ole now with a very strong stack.
5-minute warning.
Just a little bit shy of actually maxing out his armor. Oh, missing that yellow. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. Oh dear, and missing on the red as well. That was really unfortunate there for Ole, and he's probably going to have to back out this fight very rapidly. Good use of the old plasma.
White actually pinned there.
Hmm.
Which shouldn't be the case, really. I loved his pathing where he went to the 50 off a rocket jump, which does two things. Obviously, it gives you the 50 when no major items coming up, is timing well on point. And then it also blocked off a potential path from Ollie. However, then when he comes back in, he just eats too much plasma. He has to back away, loses both Mega and Red. Now scavenging. Crazy Al said it himself in the chat. Ollie plays the long game, the long con, perhaps.
Oh, really nice use of rockets on the corridor. Can he chase through?
Plan. Doing well right now.
Picks up the plasma, the LG even, and gets his first frag on the board. Obviously, he was at -1 a moment ago. And free to make up in 3 minutes 23 seconds is certainly possible. He just needs to make more engagements like that happen, where he gets a really good start and then can finish off quite comfortably. It almost feels to me like in straight up engagement, White has the advantage. Oh, all those rockets. Nice timing here from Ole. Picking up that red is going to be really important because time is starting to tick away and he needs to start pressuring a little bit more now. Walks into a rocket of White. Big engagement. Both players mutually frag each other. I think Ole definitely got the better spawn.
Well, I even say that. I mean, he had all that momentum. It has been reset. Red will go his way. So he's back in the lead in terms of stack, but
Yeah.
not ideal because that was just a waste of time as far as he's concerned.
Yeah.
This stack, good opening.
Yeah, great use
Clean.
of the LG. And Ole's got some tempo now. He's looking strong. Definitely possible to make these 2 frags. Oh, catches White off guard.
No. That's bad. That's real bad. Still though, his LG is so much better than Ollie's, who is dropping the
actually
ball
ran out of
big
ammo.
time.
Yeah, he ran out of ammo far too early in that map fight.
Well, no, he was also hitting very weakly. That should have been an easy frag, but instead we're back to this very neutral game. Only one rocket. All he had, he wanted more clearly.
Yeah.
LG doesn't quite hit its mark. And again, it's time, it's time, it's time.
Oh no, he needed that last rocket to get the frag. Just look around and finish it off, but
Yeah, and the difficulty, you've just given up Red. Fighting MG even here will be a loss for Ollie, almost guaranteed, and he is not going to have position on Mega whatsoever. console himself with a 50. Maybe the Y8. No, going up into the middle area.
And this is a risk, but it's a risk he has to take at this point. And let's see.
Yeah,
if
20
he can
seconds.
peel.
All he's got left.
He hears it. Oh, misses the first rocket. That would have been so huge for him.
I think backing up there is surely a mistake.
Yeah, he needed to press on then. Finds him with rockets.
Out of
Right,
rockets
it's
now.
covered,
LG all he's
LG's
got.
so
Maybe
strong.
plasma if needed. Loses the fight anyway.
Yeah, that's it. GG.
GG.
I think it was just the LG was stronger there from Whiter. If you look at the stats, it certainly seems to be that way. More being hit and more being shot.
Yep. Out-aimed. It was a good game though.
Yep.
Most people say that, and it's kind of a meaningless way of saying, "Oh, someone won," but no, that was a good game.
Yeah. Much better
Very
red control
similar
there.
to Toxic
Sorry,
Games,
much better mega control from Olo. Very even. So, White does win. Let's see what that does to the old brackets. If you come have a look with me, if everyone all goes to this link here, we can all have a good old time and have a look at the brackets. Seems like we're progressing quite quickly actually. We had a massive amount of sign-ups here. I think it was about 30, wasn't it, in the end? Well, about 40 sign-ups and about 20 or so actual check-ins. But we are at the moment looking at PB versus the winner of Sinkzor and Talk, and also we have Utah and Proof will be playing, and the winner of that will be facing White here.
Utah, another player I've seen a fair bit of in these past DNF Cups.
Okay,
Always getting quite far.
cool. Right, gonna take a quick break of about 2 minutes. I'm gonna get a glass of water because all this talking is thirsty work. So we'll be back in just a moment, and yeah. Do you want to be left on, or shall I mute the stream and take a break?
I think they won Buffalo.
They want Buffalo. All right, let me find that and get that set up for them.